everybody. Oh dear, excuse me. This is not a new plant. It is an artificial plant, but why is it here? Because Jack wanted to go look for some kind of plug or hook or something for something he's making. And so we went to the thrift store. Church's thrift store. It's a mixture of all the churches in Salmon Arm. They work together. A lot of it is volunteer and the prices are the best anywhere. But anyway, they have the boutique there, and that's where they put some things that they think they might get a little bit more money for. So, and they do auction stuff too. So I said, well, I'm going to go look in the boutique. Well, he goes, because it's outside and it's cold now, and he goes, looks out there for his things he needs. And I went in the boutique, and you're not going to believe what I found. So, I found these beautiful traffic cone holders. Now, there was nothing in this one. It's all metal and it's very sturdy. And I'll show you a close-up later when I show you a few interesting orchid things. And then when I went in the door, I seen this plant in this stand, which is exactly the same but bigger. And I thought, oh my goodness, they look like they'd be perfect for my traffic cones. So this one here came with this pot in it and this artificial plant. Now I could probably use this on the cold patio in the summer or somewhere, and it was done really nice, really, with this nice glass dish. So I took the big one, I took that traffic cone, which was a new one, it didn't have a lot of roots yet, and I put it in this stand. And I decided to put the first one in this stand, and I'm not sure where it'll go, but it doesn't really matter because I paid $24 for this one and $10 for this one. They are a match set and they're so nice. They're not real heavy, but they're sturdy. So put this here. So I was very happy. I did very, very good. So that was fun. And Maggie, she just finished barking because she has a little enemy dog. We call it her enemy dog. For some reason, she barks when that one goes down the road. So she comes running to get me, and she's barking at me, and she's at me, and I know she wants me to go look out the window, and I go look out the window, and Jack was out there because he had ran a letter to the mail, and she was trying to tell me her dad was outside without her. She was nappy. Oh dear. So anyway, spikes are growing like crazy. They're getting quite tall, and I'm going to show you, but also my Miltassia, and I've never had one before, but I think it has a spike. It's one of the ones that's been in the north window since I got it. And it's hanging on the rack that the Miltassia that I lost, sadly, was on. But it is doing so good, and you'll have to tell me if you think that is a spike. So we're going to look at that. And also, I'm going to get this orchid. Now, this is the orchid I just potted on part 1 and 2, the big lip. But the other day I'm doing the dishes because I have it right by the sink, and I watered it yesterday, so it's getting 2 waterings a week. It's getting misted every morning on the outside of the pot to encourage root growth to grow out. I'm not worried about it being I want the water to run in the pot and through. I don't want it to sit in there anywhere. So there's lots of holes, and I missed the outside to help encourage roots to grow down and out. And luckily the one root, and I'll make sure I do a better job of this, there, that root there is doing very good. And there is one other one trying to come. I always do something. It's okay, it's not breakable. So anyway, there's another root coming beside that one. If I can get in there. So this is a good thing. But you know, I never noticed when I got it. But I want to show you, maybe from this angle you'll see better. Look how long this is. Now usually when a leaf comes out, it is split right down to here, and the new leaf comes out and goes this way. But there's this long tube. Now, I'm not sure how the new leaf is going to come out of there. I've never seen anything like it. It looks healthy, but you know, you'd have to make sure you don't let water get down in that hole, because that could be a problem. So I'm making something to watch and to know, but so far the leaves are firm, except the one that was limpy when I got it. So I don't know, have you guys seen anything like that? And I've looked at all my orchids, and they don't have such a long tube before the leaf opens. So I guess a new leaf could come out and go that way, but it's very strange indeed. I'll put it back. Now here, oh yeah, the other, this traffic cone was one of my new one. I had my one that had a fall and it broke a leaf, and I took it out because it was in this one. And this one, on some time when I need to change the bark, this one could have been awkward getting it out. So I decided I could always put the fern in this one or do something else with it. And so I decided that's where the other one came from. So I got two. Kind of a very interesting. For $10 and $24, because it came with extras. So I'm going to take you on a tour because there's some interesting things. And we'll start with the Miltassia that I think is spiking. And I've never had one before, and it never had a flower when it came. So it's always fun getting together with you, and let's just go on a tour. Okay. Where's that to turn that? Okay, let's go look at the Miltassia. I moved it to the front. It was in the back, and I moved Phal Mini Mart out there. She can take a look. This is where it was, but I moved it to the front, and I'm going to show you. Is that a spike coming in there? That's a leaf, but is that a spike? Right there. Oh, get the light good. There we go. We'll go right in. It may be, it looks healthy. It's been healthy. So I marked it as November 1st because that's when I noticed it. So it should be interesting. And I just took my, my bamboo, the one I got last, because I haven't had this one long, and they practically gave it to me because it was so sad. And it is getting good growth. But all I have it in is glass beads with charcoal. Charcoal to keep the water sweet and not stinky. And I just changed the water, just tap water. I dumped all the glass beads out. and washed the plant off, picked any that weren't good off, and tied it back together and put it back in the water. And I only do that once in a blue moon, but because it's newer, I decided to do it now. So that one's in spike, and also up here, the spikes are growing very fast. The north window is not slower, but it has the glass on the ceiling that I never got to clean the windows this year. So they're doing good, and I put the misters on the first time for a while because the humidity had dropped to 50, the bottom dial on this one, and it should perk up now. It will get drier because it's winter. So we'll just go over to this window. So in this window, this spike is growing big. I think we're going to have some flowers for Christmas. And I haven't marked this one. And I didn't really want it to spike because it's two that were sad. But I see it is. Got a spike coming. That's not the one sad one. Down here we have a spike. And these have been in the north window. So, and look at the thickness of this spike. This is one I got. Look at the root growth. The roots are fatter and it's very happy. And this is a newer one. I think if you remember, I had a dark purple one. It would have been October or September I got this one. It's setting out roots fast. It's just, but I always spray the outside of the pot. I worry more about humidity being around the outside than the inside because watering day is Wednesday and these are dry. Every pot will look the same. Even the little ones, there's good growth under here. And this is Georgia Pearl. And this is my little Sogo Vivien. She's the Peoloric. And she has good root growth down in here, even though this bark is dry as a bone. But I am using my mister. It's getting good leaves. Oh my goodness. I see a spike. Oh, in the north window. So don't let anyone tell you can't grow orchids. And one evening, I'm going to get a picture with the lights all on and you can see how it is. Okay. Over here, I have a mister sitting here that I can blow this way. And this one I kind of overfilled so it won't fog till the water goes down, but it's still humidity because here it's still under 50, so I put them on and it should perk up at least to like 55 or something, which is good for us too. So this one here is getting a new leaf and a spike. And there is a spike here and a new leaf here. So lots of good root growth, and they don't have to be green. These are healthy roots. The ones that are growing firmly, like they're lighter colored on the end. Now if I do mist the roots here, just a light mist with my mister. So this is the stand. It's kind of nice. I could put a little drip pot under it. It was made really good. It probably cost a lot at some time. And this stand is made the same way. So this is the one that got the beef fat. So this is a November orchid from last year. Still firm. By putting it in, moving it from moss to bark, and watering it, not less, but more because it's in the bark. Watering it twice a week and misting it because it's used to being in wet, moist moss. And it kind of fools it while it gets adjusted slowly. Seems to work. seems to work. Always I had read, oh, I don't know, they should be dried out. I'm not so sure. Look at the spike on this one. They are growing fast. Usually I don't have flowers till the end of December, January, so this is going to be very interesting. And I have moved Phal Sogo here because I want to get a new leaf. She has some nice roots coming, and as you can see, I do miss the outside and I do miss the top. And this poor sad big lip is sad. It did get too much sun, but the new leaf's coming really nice, and in time these leaves are fine, but we won't notice in time. So, and up here we have good root growth and a huge spike going up there. I haven't turned this light out yet, but I will. Let's turn that out. There we go. And then over here, look at the roots. You see, I love this. So when it needs repotted, and because it's always more on the dry side and always good draining, big hole on the bottom, lots of air holes, water cannot sit in there. But it's got lots of leaves, and it does have a big spike coming in here too. Didn't even see that earlier. I think almost all of them are in spike. And these are two that were in the greenhouse, and they ended up surviving after the heat dome, and I put them together, and this one is a beautiful spike, and this one. So, traffic cone's in spike. This one's in spike. This is a newer one from last year too, and it's getting a new leaf and spiking. How good is that? This one is not spiking. And this one, it's kind of nice. It's, I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but hey, there's the pot, and it's kind of nice. Hard to say what I'll do with it, but something. Okay, let's go check out the other window. So in this window, we have a spike coming here and good root growth happening. And Alphinia is about to lose, I think, her final flower. She's still trying to make one. And I wish she would get a new leaf. You can't make them. Okay, we tried though. Okay, I think almost all, this one somehow got the tip broke off of it. It's spiking, so what will happen there, I'm not sure. And I think there's a spike here too on this side. Yeah, we're doing good. And there is a spike in there coming. So I got these two misters on. This one's going this way for the, it will really help with the spider plant. This spider plant is so different. I trimmed the babies off so they're not hanging on the table. I love all the babies. And it is getting new growth up there, even though there's some brown ones from moving, but now it's coming good. So, and my basket, I think one of them has a spike somewhere. This one isn't in spike. It's usually late, more closer to late spring that this one comes. And in this corner, I have another mister blowing out for my rabbit foot fern. And it seems happier. It was starting to lose a lot of things. Not good. So things are looking good. And this is getting bigger. I like it. I love all the plants as babies are growing. Okay. And this is my oldest fern, the one I found a necklace in and got at a garage sale. And it grows the same way. It's just in glass beads with charcoal and tap water. That is it. And watering days, orchid watering days, it gets whatever I'm giving my orchids. All my plants do. I don't change anything for any plant. Okay, and I look out the window. Yes, we have winter, and we got our winter woolies on. We're changing our summer skimpy things to woolly winter. Yeah. The mountains are beautiful. It was sunny yesterday, and we just went out and took pictures because we're surrounded. If you look all ways, if I was to turn around, you'd see there's mountains there too. So, but it's wet in the ground. The lake is filling up, so all is good. And Maggie's, just look at her. She's cute. Isn't she so cute? Hey Maggie, you're so sweet. Goodbye from Maggie and me. Love you all. Take care.